The camera's dimming up. That's how humid it is. All right. You got lucky. Oh my God, it's the fog. No, it's not.
You right?
No, go on then.
After that tour given to us by Barry, or Bear as he likes to be known, we went off to have tea. We're now back at the Octagon. You can hear the sound is loud. I don't even know if you can hear me. Barry was telling us that you get Bigfoot. Is it Bigfoot or Big Feet? Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Here, dogmen, and all manner of very strange creatures. They said it's very much like the Skinwalker Ranch. So they said you can be out here, and they've had things happen. So how excited are we? Let's go, shall we, Kag?
Okay,
Let's go see what's happening.
let's go.
Let's.
Welcome to Octagon Hall, and you're in the house that Andrew Jackson Caldwell built. He built it in 1847, and it is an octagon-shaped house. It is one of 3 in the country to this day. This is Andrew up here, and he's posed with his first wife, Harriet. And Andrew was a 33rd degree Mason.
Oh.
And he was very active in the Masonry. After the house is completed, he uses it as a Masonic meeting house and temple until the Civil War comes to the house in 1862. The house has a lot of overtones of Masonic things. Masonics like the number 13. There are 13 stairs that go downstairs to the basement. The ceilings in this house are 13 foot high in this area. This is where he would have the meetings. He'd have dinner and he would meet in the parlor with the others. We'll show you the parlor in just a second. Some interesting things about the house. When Andrew built the house, he said he was afraid of storms. People would ask him all the time, why are you doing this? What are you doing? He says, I wanted something different. I didn't like the colonial style homes, which is the period times. And he would also say he was afraid of storms when he was younger. So when he built this house, he wanted to firm it up very strongly. So he puts 3 rows of brick around the whole outside of the house. He uses 3 rows of brick in the main stress-bearing wall, which is behind you, ladies. And when you look at the door jamb, it has an extremely wide door jamb. And that door jamb represents 3 rows of brick. You can also see that on the outside of the house when you go out the door. He makes the house very unusual. The door looks directly to the west. If you put a straight line all the way through the house to the back door, it looks directly to the east. Now he wants to continue the compass into the house. So what he does is he makes the front 2 rooms of the house on each floor, and there's 3 floors here. So we're on the main floor, there's 1 upstairs, 1 downstairs. These rooms at the front part of the house are larger, so he can get a window smack dab in the middle of the house. The window you're looking at right now goes directly to the north. And then the window in the parlor over here that you can see through this, we'll be over there in a minute, but that goes directly to the south. Now there are 6 windows in each floor. We just took care of 2 of those. But as you can see, there's windows in the house that are at an angle, and there's 4 of them in the house. Andrew, being the eccentric that he is, and he had a purpose for putting this house right here. That window, if you're standing in that window on December 23rd, that is the winter equinox. The winter equinox comes in through that window over the house that way. So in each of the 4 rooms that are on this floor, there are a window just like that. So the one in the next room back here is spring. The one over here in our gift shop is summer. And the one in the parlor is autumn. And he does it on all 3 floors. Because of what happened with the Knights Templar in April 13th, Friday the 13th, when the Pope and the King of France pulled them all together and charged them with heresy and then did away with them. They mocked that. The cross used to be only used for Catholic purposes. Protestants used the fish. So if you look at the doors, in most houses, this would be at the bottom, and these small ones would be up top, and they're called protection doors because it makes a cross in the middle of the door.
Upside down.
So he mocks the Catholic religion by putting them all upside down in his house.
Wow.
Every Mason in this area, around this area that I've been into, all has their doors hanging the same way. Just an interesting fact.
It is.
It's not demonic or anything, it's just the way it is. They wouldn't allow the Catholics in the mid-1800s to become Masons. And now they are allowed to, and the cross is a symbol for everybody. So, this is one of the hiding spots we discovered.
Yeah.
There should have been a closet here, and there was not. We noticed that that's hollow.
Yeah.
So we drilled a hole in it, noticed that there was a bunch of stuff in the floor and so forth. So we thought we'd cut it open. And we found all kinds of suspenders and coin buttons from people that were wearing it that were hidden in here.
Yeah.
If you were able to get in there, you would be able to see a trap door up on the 2nd floor. That's where the hospital room is, and they would put the sick people down this wall and they'd hide them back here. And you may have 2 or 3 people in this small little space until the union would leave, and then they'd let them back up.
Yeah.
But as we go in here, this is the parlor. And in the parlor, this is where all the gentlemen would meet and talk and have their bourbon and everything else here, make all their plans. When Andrew was here at this house, this was used quite a lot. Also, all of the funerals were held here in this room, and that's how we get the word funeral parlor. Most of the problems, the last funeral that was in this house was in 1954. It was the 2nd owner, Dr. Williams. This was originally, when the house was being constructed, Andrew and his first wife stayed in this room as the house was being built. They had 2 young daughters at the time, and this staircase here, which we have rebuilt, was taken out by the 2nd owner, but it was a hidden staircase. And it went upstairs to the room above it. That room was finished. It had no door on it or anything else, and they would, in the mid-1840s, we had Indians, we had all kinds of different stuff in this area, and to protect them, they would send them up there behind the hidden staircase, and no one would know that they were here. So we're going to go upstairs now.
So before we go upstairs,
Yeah.
what sort of activity have you had down here?
Oh, well, this is where you'll see shadow figures moving in and out of this area here, going into the gift shop, going into the parlor. You have a lot of disembodied voices, great EVPs, but the biggest thing about it is seeing shadow figures on top of you. This is an area where they like to come out. In fact, we were here, good friends of mine and I hadn't seen each other, and we all love the hall. And we didn't have anything going on one night, so we thought we'd all have them come up here. And we talked and just had some good conversation. And we thought, well, let's do one session and we'll do it in the dining room. And I went over to shut the light off, and as soon as I shut the light off, it seemed like there was, woof, just came upon us. I got over to my seat, I was sitting down, one of the ladies that were here looked at me and she says, "Are you standing next to me?" And I said, "No, but there's a 7-foot shadow figure standing there." And there were several in the room.
Yep.
So that's how common it is.
Okay.
It's very common.
Cool.
This door is called the nursery. A lot of activity in here.
Right.
They will play ball with you. They will do quite a lot of different activities. People have seen full body apparitions in this room. Yeah. And they like to play with toys, EVPs, depending on what kind of devices you work. Music boxes work great here. This is Mary Elizabeth.
Oh.
Oh, look at that face.
Mary Elizabeth. That's a picture of her at 4.
Yeah.
And Mary loses her life here in the house due to an accident.
Oh, is that her? Yeah, I heard about that.
She's the one that was downstairs in the winter kitchen, which you'll see later.
Yeah.
She is by the fireplace. She's 11 years old. And embers come out of the fireplace, and they catch her dress on fire. And unfortunately, she doesn't die right away. She's kept in the house for 7 agonizing days until she passes. And then she goes out with Mom on the rock wall. There was a younger boy that, before that happened, there was a young boy, her son, 18 months old. It was the first Andrew Jackson Caldwell. They called him AJ, and he was playing on those steps we just came up. And unfortunately, he fell down the stairs and broke his neck. And he's also outside.
Yeah. Wow.
Andrew Jackson Caldwell joins them out there in 1866 after being married to a second wife for 11 years. They had 11 children. Only 7 of them make it to adulthood. And there was 2 sets of twins in there, so don't think they were doing it every one was coming each year.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get to see his last child born. She was born 2 months after he died. So this is the hospital room. Now, I'll tell you a story later about the Civil War coming here, and we'll probably do that downstairs also.
All right.
But this was used after the Civil War. We saw a lot of patients and everything else. Andrew opened the house as a safe house for after the martial law was put in. He would hide Confederate soldiers in the house. He would help them in any way. So if they were sick or ill, he'd feed them, he'd hide them. And he also did a lot of the guerrilla activity here. So this is where they were taken care of. This closet here is the closet that is known to open up on its own. This is where the trap door was. Hang on one second. Let me just see here. I'll leave these chairs out for you.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Oh, that's why the bell's on it. The trap door would have been right here.
Right.
And some days you'll hear this rattle before it opens, and then it will open like that.
Oh, wow.
That's how bad they want them to get out of there. So we'll shut that for you right now.
Yeah.
This is the gal's room, what they call the gal's room. Excuse me. This is where the hidden staircase came in.
Right.
It actually, this was all added by us. As you can see, while we tell nobody to walk up that, I'll back out of here and I'll let you show them what it looks like, how steep that is.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah.
And it would fold back into a closet, and it was in here, and the closet actually came out farther than this, but the closet had a hidden spot where you could actually go up in the attic, and they had replaced that where they went into the attic up here. You can see that also. I didn't tell you upstairs, but I'll tell you down here since it's a little bit cooler right now. some of the things that people experience up there throughout the night, the house has the ability to, like now, it seems like it's kind of calm.
Yep.
You can go out to go to dinner, come back, turn the light switches on, and you'll go, oh my gosh, what happened to the house? Upstairs, many people, when they're up there investigating in the one nursery room, they feel that a very heavy pressure on their chest and they can't breathe. And you'll see the basement has got cement in it. Originally, when I tell you the horrors that went on down here, it was a dirt floor. So excuse it, this is our closet down here. But Andrew used this area here.
Yeah.
He would unbrick the wall, and the big staircases that you see going up into the front of the house when you pulled in, this is underneath them, they're hollow. And he would unbrick the wall and hide Confederate soldiers in there and break the wall back up. When the Union left, he would let them out.
Yeah.
So very ingenious way to hide people.
Yeah.
But they may have to sit in there for 3 or 4 days. Remember, they didn't have light switches, they didn't have any flashlights or anything else, so it'd be very hard to see that. So this is the fireplace that Mary Elizabeth catches fire from embers coming out of the fireplace. And this is where she has her tragedy. Very active room, as you can imagine. Behind us here is an interesting thing. This house also has a tunnel in it.
Oh, okay.
And as we open this up, hopefully we can show you that down there is the tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
It is fully collapsed. You cannot get into it.
Yeah.
It runs in 2 different directions. It runs through the backyard over to our slave shack loom room. And 12 feet under the ground penetrating radar says there's a 40-foot room that tunnel runs into.
Okay.
And then it also backs up, it runs between our 2 barns and goes into a cave system.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, very interesting. So they had a lot of different ways to get in and out of the house and hide people in. So that's the Octagon Hall.
Beautiful.
You see
It's
it?
brilliant.
So,
It's just lovely.
thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I think we'll have a, how could you not? It's just lovely being in these places. It's, that's half why I do it.
Oh, yeah, that's
If we get anything happening, it's a bonus, but it's just
one of the things about it
here.
is this house is just one of those beautiful representations of a period past long gone. But a lot of tragic things happened down here.
Yeah.
At one point, 9,000 Confederate soldiers come to this house. It's called the evacuation of Bowling Green. The Union Army surrounds Bowling Green. That was where the capital of the Confederacy was for Kentucky. And no battle happened there. They set up artillery and shelled it for 3 days and 3 nights. Did tremendous damage to the Bowling Green, to the Confederate Army. After the 3rd day, they decided to leave. They marched the 18 miles to this house. They were led by a gentleman in the Kentucky 9th, and his name was John Williams Caldwell, and he was his nephew, so he knew the house. But also, this was like the area, the last stop before you got to Franklin 6 miles away, where there'd be a lot of people. There was a plantation right across the road there. It was called Triple Pines. It's still there. And there was a one right next to us, just up the road a piece. It was called Hampton Hall, and there was the Octagon Hall. And they all had lunch to land. There was a lot of people here. So this house that wasn't built to be strategic becomes a strategic place. I mean, the Confederates are being pushed by the Union. They come here, they have a lot of wounded. They open that doorway. As you can see, this is called a full basement, but it's a basement in half. It has windows. They would bring a man in there, lay him on a table. They didn't have any medicine, anything like that. Other men would hold them down. Their cure for anything was amputation. So if it was going to have affected, this take it off, then we'd cauterize it, they'd burn it, and then they'd take you back outside and sit you on the ground. Next, and it went over and over again. On this property, there are several graves from people that died of shock. Some of the men didn't make it, came here. And then we have bone piles of arms, legs, and everything else buried here. That night, 4 generals met upstairs in that parlor, and they decided that they wanted to go the other 12 miles and get into Tennessee as fast as they could. And there was a camp down there called Camp Truesdale. So that next afternoon, they left, and they left all their wounded here for them to be taken care of by the 3 people of these all plantations. Unfortunately, I don't think they counted on the Union Army coming. The Union Army comes 2 days later, and they came to this house. You can't hide where 9,000 soldiers were just at. And they find the wounded. They kill them all. So now we have mass graves on the property. And then they deem these plantation owners here as Southern sympathizers. And at that point, they go very hostile towards the families. They steal everything out of their house. Since this was 6 miles away from Franklin, and they wanted to soften it up, they did atrocities here to let everybody in Franklin know that the Union Army's coming, get out. So they raped, pillaged, beat, hung. Every atrocity known to man was done here. So you can imagine the suffering and the pain that is here, along with the blood from everybody losing their limbs here. So that makes the basement a very interesting place. The history of the house, and you can imagine the people here. We looked at the second Caldwell, Harriet Caldwell, and if you look at her, go back and look at the picture on the film, you may see that she has a unusual looking left hand. It's a different color, and it is a wooden hand, and it has a push-pull, and she's trying to hide the thumb. And the push-pull was used just push and pull, so they had something to use their hand with. She comes to an aid when the Union is here of one of her housemates that's being accosted, and she is thrown to the ground. A Union officer goes over to her, says, "You'll never do that again," pulls out his saber and cuts her arm off. That lady spent 54 years here. She ran this 1,500-acre farm after Caldwell died in 1866 until 1918. That just goes to show you what kind of woman she was. But just think of also all the things that she had seen in her life and experienced here at this hall. She is here, and you may bump into her tonight. There's also ladies in white that walk around on the outside property. Shadow figures abundantly, and again we have the odd creatures that are seen here on the property. So,
all right, if there is anybody here, I hope you don't mind us coming into your home. My name's Alison.
And my name's Kag, and I'm sorry it's a really unusual name.
I don't know if you saw us going around earlier on. Whoa, that was a big knock in there. I was told the story down in the basement about the soldiers here. And I found myself getting very emotional, very sad.
Mansion.
Yeah, well, we are in a mansion.
It is,
yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
So I have a little box here in my hand, the little orange light on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on the table there in front of us. So we've given you our names. Just wondering if there's anybody in this room with us. Is it you?
No, that wasn't me.
That was something moving on the table.
It was something moving on the table. My hands haven't moved.
All right, and the second camera will see that.
Where are we?
My hands haven't moved either.
So we are in Octagon Hall. We're in the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually finish your question?
I can't remember what my question was now. Got distracted. What's your question?
Okay, so if there's anybody here, this is a really unusual shaped property. Can you possibly tell me, just so that I know that you're there, how many sides does this property have?
Can I ask if we have any children here tonight? Tag stomach. All right, let's listen back.
Hospital.
Oh, that's really relevant because this was used as a hospital.
It was used as a hospital and a doctor's surgery.
So we've given you our names. Just wondering if there's anybody in this room with us.
No, that wasn't me.
That was quite loud, wasn't it?
It was loud. Something moving on the table. My hands haven't moved. No, that wasn't me.
That was something moving on the table.
It was something moving on the table. My hands haven't moved.
Can I ask if we have any children here tonight? Tag.
Oh, ball.
Ball.
Oh, it's a ball in one of the salt things.
He said, what did he say earlier?
He said if you put them in the salt, do they call them salt dippers? The ball, they love to play with the balls in there.
And if you're watching the cameras, the salt ball over there.
There's another one there if you want to play with the other one. I put a ball in each of them. That's been in there for ages and hasn't lit up.
No.
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, you've been told.
Knickers and twist.
Far out.
All right. We'll keep going. Are we allowed to keep listening?
Bored.
Sorry if we're boring you.
Is the doctor here tonight? Any doctor?
Watching.
All right. Can you just step away from that ball just for a moment, please? Will you just move away from that one? Just for the... Thank you.
Thank
oh
you.
my gosh, that is brilliant. Thank you.
You are a star. And just remember, you don't have to do anything. But it helps keep your home alive.
Yes.
It does, yes.
It helps you in a way because more people will come and it will keep this building going. It takes a lot of money to keep places like this open. So if you could...
What should I do?
Oh, thank you. Well, if you want to go towards any of the lights, if you want to light them up, maybe stop that ball that's in that bowl for now.
Please.
Please, sorry. Told me. If you could just stop that
Remember
ball.
your manners.
I know. If you could please stop that ball that's in the bowl, just leave that one alone for the moment. And then you can go and find another light to play with.
What if you moved the ball to a different ball?
Yep.
What we're going to do is move the balls, as in swap them over and see
I'm coming down.
if the same thing happens in that bowl. So we're trying to find out whether it's the ball or whether it's something happening.
So I'm going to put this ball over here. Over here. I'm just going to reset it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to reset this one and put this one in the bowl. And that was me setting that one off. Look, it's like a disco now.
There's a strip on the floor there. I just saw it go up to red. Was that you walking close to it? Kag stomach.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I must have it.
Oh, there you go. It's gone up to red. You missed it, didn't you?
Maybe.
Well, keep an eye on that. Over that side. The ball flashed for a while, but that won't.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I've got it.
By the toys.
Oh, do you like the toys?
You want me to move this chair?
No.
What did it just say? 9. Well, you were 8, going on 9. Is that you, Mary? Don't play with the Skittles.
If you want to play with those toys, you're more than welcome to.
If that's you, Mary, are you able to light up another light? Doesn't matter which one. If you try really hard, maybe you can knock one of those Skittles over. You know that. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll buy the Skittles again.
If you want to play Skittles, you're more than welcome to.
Thank you.
Disfigured.
Oh. You would have been very disfigured.
But hey, it's not. We're not here to talk about that. We just want you to play with some toys if you want to.
Would come and play with us.
Yeah. We've got children. Well, they're big children now, aren't they?
Yeah. My children are all grown up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a quick Estes?
Oh, shall we? Yeah.
How about you don the...
Okay.
Because I'm doing the filming with this.
Right. Where do you want me to go?
I reckon on the dining room doorway. All right. So do you want to play balls with Kag?
Please.
Okay, good. Well, Kag's down there on the floor. So all you have to do...
Fun.
Oh, it is fun. Kag's fun. You're going to like playing with Kag.
What if I sit on the floor and play and you have the headphones set on and I can chat to any children and see if we can get a response?
Okay. That sounds like a better idea because no point in you talking to them because I won't know whether it's...
No. So, if there's any children here, I bought some toys for you to play with. All right. Shall we have a bit of fun? Don't be frightened. Come and play with. So let's have some play with some toys. We've got some bowls here. Did you ever used to play bowls? So what you have to do is get the ball, roll it down there. Yay! How many have I knocked over? Can you see how many? Should we try it again? Are you ready? Roll the ball. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? How many have I knocked over this time? Oops.
Get up.
Why do you want me to get off the ground? Don't you want to play? Don't you want to play? Don't you want to play?
I'm not.
Oh. I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to upset you. How about jacks? Do you used to play jacks? Remember this one? You had to do this. So if you've ever played this one before, then you had to go. You start with the back in your hand and had to catch them. Ready?
Kiss.
Kiss? Who did you want to kiss? You ready? I can't even remember how to play it. Can you remember? Did you used to play this? Didn't you have to do this and get them onto the back of your hand? And then catch it again, which I can't do because I can't do it in the dark. I probably can't do it with the light on either. You don't want to play any toys? That's understandable.
Entrance.
Am I sat in the entranceway? Am I in your way? If you want me to move, or you have to just say, can you move?
Floor.
Yeah, I am on the floor. Do you want me to move from the floor? Just tell me to...
Wait.
Tell me to move and I will do. And I will.
I thought that said leave here.
Okay. All right, well, that's a shame because I really wanted to play with anybody that was here, but lots of games for
If
you.
you're lucky.
Okay. Is the original owner here with me?
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
There's another voice that keeps going leave.
Ah, so I've got one person that wants me here and another person that doesn't. Is that right?
Male voice.
How about this? Here, you can make this move. You ready? Let's do this one.
Show.
I'm trying to show you all the things that we've bought you. Sir, if you want me to leave, can you tell me your name, please? If you want me to leave, please tell me your name.
Okay.
Cool. What's the problem? Are we upsetting you? We don't mean to.
Bad.
Oh my God. Those balls just moved. I hope you caught that. Holy moly.
Bad.
Oh my God.
Bad.
Oh my God. Thank you for that. If you moved that, you are so clever. Then there's a tick behind me.
Bob.
Bob. Who's Bob? Is there any chance you could do that again for me, please?
Ghost. Oh, that was a really weird voice. Ghost. Red.
Well, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And there was the red lights, the ones we were lighting up, weren't they? Can you light the red lights up again for me, please?
Green.
No, I like the red ones. So you can do the red ones again.
I thought that said Elizabeth.
Oh, that's cool. That's me.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. You're
Oh.
right. What's the matter?
No, it just, everything just went boom.
Oh, sorry.
Did you vibrate then?
I got up.
Wow. That made the whole floor, the whole chair drop.
Okay. You know what was interesting?
What?
You know when I told you to put the headphones back on?
Yeah.
This thing at the end here,
Yeah.
all I heard was this.
Oh, really?
Not as loud as that, but... And I've used that a lot, and I've never heard it once.
No.
And I had some of the balls fall on it.
Wow. What was that?
That was me, I think, back
Okay.
here. So, and we had some really spot-on answers.
I didn't think I was getting anything. I thought there was very little.
You know, like, just going, hello.
There was very little words coming out.
Yeah, no. Not all of them, but a lot of them were spot on.
okay?
Mm.
What's up? What's up? You alright?
Yeah, I just couldn't get my breath.
I can't even see what camera you're on.
Oh, I'm in the hallway.
Hey?
I'm on the I'm on the landing.
So what happened?
I just couldn't get my breath. I don't know whether I checked on saliva or whatever, but I just couldn't breathe.
Upstairs, many people, when they're up there investigating in the one nursery room, they feel that a very heavy pressure on their chest and they can't breathe.
Is that you? Is that you?
No, there's somebody at the door. Okay, guys, there's somebody at the door. Who is it?
Hey?
Who is it?
I don't know. You better come with me.
Don't open it. Who is it?
Hello?
Oh, it's police, is it?
You just frightened the life out of us, guys.
Scared the life out of
Oh,
us.
okay.
Hey, but hello.
Are they alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. Why?
Okay. I was doing some extra patrol. We had some kids out here last
Oh, did
week.
you?
Yeah.
Actually, we do feel a bit, I must admit, it is a bit nervous because it's just the two of us. And I'm thinking, when we pack up, it's like,
Yeah,
we're in the middle of nowhere.
I would say so. Yeah.
Being from Australia.
Oh, okay, that's right. Ain't far
Yeah.
away from home, ain't
Yeah, just doing ghost hunting.
you? Nice. Getting
Yeah.
anything good?
It's been a little bit interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is that
What's interesting? Because we may have different versions of interesting.
interesting?
for you all.
So
Horrible.
I was telling them when I worked at the sheriff's office, it had motion activated alarm
Yeah.
and it still had motion activated lights. Well, whenever I would get over here to the backside
Yeah.
of the well, my radio stopped working. And me and the previous owner, before he passed away, would go in there, clear it, come back a few hours later for
Yeah.
same, I think it was glass breakage downstairs.
Yeah.
We come in, cleared it. I pulled in right there, left my lights on.
Yeah.
Whenever we cleared the house and come back out, my lights were off.
Oh, wow.
And then he told me about the table downstairs that was hovering,
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
the 7-foot figure.
Yeah. Oh, he did tell me about the 7-foot one.
Okay.
He also told me, is it true? Do you get Bigfoot around here?
There's been sightings.
There has been sightings.
Yes.
Yeah. They seem too open to.
It was back there on the other side of that farm,
Right.
right in between the gazebo and that tree.
Yeah.
It used to be grown up more.
This doesn't make me feel any more
there was-
better about bringing all that gear back
You
out
guys are
here.
just going to have to stay longer, that's all we can say. Just stay
Do you
a
want
bit
to
longer,
investigate with
that's
us?
fine. You want to come and investigate?
You go downstairs.
I'm not going downstairs.
I'll go downstairs. Come on.
Have you been
Come
downstairs?
downstairs?
Come on.
Come and have a look downstairs. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Have a look.
Now, come on.
What's worse, if we all go in and he's left out here on the floor?
Exactly. You're gonna be out here by yourself.
Man.
Come on.
Do you want me to put the lights on for you? Or are you going to go in the
No,
dark?
let's go in the dark.
The dark.
Go in the
then.
dark.
Dark. We got flashlights.
I'll be there in a bit.
Have you ever been in here, in the house?
Huh?
Have you ever been in the house?
I've been on the first floor because I was too scared to go anywhere else.
We-
At least you're honest. Listen, I can watch this stuff on TV all day long, but
Yeah.
it scares me to experience.
I used to be scared.
Oh, this stuff always fascinates me.
It has all my life.
Oh, my bad.
What's he done?
You're hindering my escape if I need it.
Actually, upstairs it's creepier. We've just got the CCTV cameras going. We've got it going live to our followers back in
Yeah.
Australia. So they're monitoring the every
So
room.
we could be
Actually, if you wave to them, they're probably watching you.
Hey, we're famous
You're in
in
Australia at the
We're
moment.
famous and alive in
They
Australia.
can't hear you, but they are watching you on the security cameras.
That's awesome.
I've just informed them. It's all good.
Have you?
They were a little bit concerned.
I worked down here 5 years ago, so it was probably 2016 maybe.
Right.
They had went through, had some ghost hunters come out. So somebody saw somebody leave here and walk towards the back, towards the bean field.
Right.
And it was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was the only one out, come out, and you could see footsteps through the grass, followed it all the way behind the barn, and the beans were about yay high,
Yeah.
and it was parted to where it looked like somebody had walked, went about 6, 7 feet in the bean field, and then it just stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, he's told me about all these, and I think that's what makes it edgier for us as well. He's told us about how they've seen these things that shouldn't be here, shouldn't exist, and UFO stuff as well. It's a beautiful house. What noise? Oh, that's all our equipment upstairs going off.
What's that mean?
It's upstairs.
Go upstairs and find out.
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right, ladies. Well, if y'all need something, seriously, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Will do. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all do
You have-
investigation, but
You have been.
just wanted to stop in.
You've made our night. Thank you.
It's good to know you're keeping an eye.
Oh,
Hello, that's not us.
it's the lantern in there.
Bro, I just got close to the
That's not us because you have to go right. It's picks up on EMF, electromagnetic fields.
No.
And that has gone off and it's not us.
Hello.
No.
You're going to get pretty close to it.
I'll think y'all later. Where y'all going? Yeah, we're out.
Maybe it's just trying to get your attention back. Which it did,
that normal?
Which is,
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay.
that one I know about, yeah.
It's all good. Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, what was
No,
this?
it's-
No, the other one was the nursery.
Oh, which one's this? This one's the one with this. Oh, hello.
You get pretty close to it. Oh.
Yeah, but you
Movement
can,
doesn't do it. It's
that
like
does, yeah, that one's not. It's not your motion that sets that
radio
one off.
frequencies might, I don't know. But
Oh yeah, your radios might do it.
Radios might, but you're not actually triggering them. Yeah. That used to be the hidden staircase.
Whoa.
What was that that went off?
I hope that was your light, because I swear I saw like the little orb things they call them or whatever. Like something like went that way.
The thing is, as well, if they were going down the stairs, they wouldn't be close enough to set that off anyway, even if you did have
Oh,
your
with the
radios
I
going.
swear it was out before my eye. It went that way.
Somebody's here.
Kaden?
Why don't you
Oh, yeah, that's.
Is that your
hasn't
two-way?
gone off all night until you just left then.
If somebody's here, do it again.
Oh!
We're videotaping this. Hang on. Keep going with it. He likes you.
Oh my god.
Is that recording?
This
Yes.
one down here, though.
Yeah, that's
Just the kid?
Yeah.
No, Clayton, I just saw it too.
There was a light, the car just went by through the window.
Okay.
If you're still here, do it again.
Of course, now it knows I'm videotaping it.
Or touch my hand.
I'm holding on to these.
Are you
Nothing.
still here? No? Did you leave?
If you don't do it, they're going to go again. What's your radio?
Did your radio start chirping again? Cool. You're in here, Cook.
Maybe it is radio.
Did you turn it off?
Yeah.
Yours is off?
So it's not the radio then.
Yeah, let me double check mine here. Yep, mine's off. Do it again. You touch my hand?
No? Alright, well, we're leaving.
Got more action happening since they came in.
I know.
It's like, didn't want to know us.
Ethan, you go first.
Like you.
Alright, see ya.
All right, no worries.
Good night. Alright, see ya.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. Much appreciated.
Dude, I'm terrified right
Now you're just going to watch out for Bigfoot out there.
Yeah. Y'all ladies be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you so
so
much.
See ya.
Keep safe, guys.
So, Kag, you look all a bit befuddled.
A bit flustered.
You're a bit flustered. Why are you a bit flustered?
I'm a little bit flustered
Well, why are you a bit flustered?
because we had a knock at the door.
We did.
And we thought, who could it be? Because it's nearly 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Could it be somebody coming to see, what we're joining in with our investigation? Or could it be somebody going to cause problems? No, it's 4 police officers come to see what was going on. And then wanted a tour of the house.
I know.
And then one was interested in our equipment.
And then the ghost got interested in them.
And the ghost got interested in them. So,
But now we
Well-
can't. Now we can't think, can we?
no, now we're all flustered. Because not only are we absolutely melting because it's putrid here, but now we're all flustered because it's like we've just had 4 really nice looking policemen coming around here with the guns in the pockets and all the tasers and whatever else they've got.
It's just.
They spent quite a time with us and we can ring them
And that's
anytime.
quite a treat for us, though, isn't it?
It
'Cause
is.
It's like, this is America. And we don't get much to do with the American police. And
No.
they were so lovely. You see it on,
Oh, absolute gentlemen, weren't
you
they?
see it on TV, and in a way, all you ever see is the police either.
It's the bad side of things.
Well, not so much bad, but they have a hard time.
Well, they do. I mean, it must be a terrible place to police
Yeah.
because of most
What can
people
happen.
having guns and what could happen to them.
Yeah.
It's not like
But
Australia or the
these
UK.
are, I want to say to the 4 guys that came, they actually showed a whole new side that you and I wouldn't have known.
Because we never hear about the ordinary side of the
Yeah.
police force in America. It's always the odd one or two.
Yeah,
But they were absolutely lovely. They were such gentlemen. And
and it's so funny.
yeah, are we okay? Do we need anything? And
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Told us all about Bigfoot outside.
Yes.
So they've verified the really weird shit that goes on here.
Mm.
All right, so there's nothing much happening up here, so we're going to go down elsewhere.
Oh, all right, guys. Now we're in the basement. And it was cool when you first get down here. But after a while, it's not. Okay? So we are both a mess at the moment because it's hot. So behind us is the room where they did the amputations. That's right, isn't it?
To your left.
Oh, you're joking.
What arm have I got out?
You've got your left. Thank you.
Thank you for that. To the left, because this would have been the nearest room coming down.
Yeah,
That was me.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, sorry, that was me. So this would be the room where.
I have just got a freezing cold draft of air on the arm that's holding the camera.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know where that's coming from, but can you pass it over? So yeah, amputations. There's a hidey hole down the other end where they used to hide the soldiers, keep them safe. So if there's anybody here, especially any of the soldiers, if you're with us tonight, we'd love it if you could light up some of the lights for us, please.
How did you get here?
I like the dynamic voice.
I like the dynamic voice.
We got here by what we call a car. It's a horseless carriage. You might see them out the windows everywhere.
So, are there any soldiers with us tonight that wants to talk to us? Or anybody at all, we don't mind.
Nobody understands.
Turn it off.
Okay.
Turn what off?
When you're talking about nobody understands, is that we don't understand what you went through? Because no, we don't.
We'd like to try.
Must have been horrific for you. My stomach. Alright, do I do an EVP?
Yeah. While you're setting that up, that light's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a problem with the living. There's a problem with
Don't
you.
leave me.
Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm just getting another light because everything keeps running out.
I remember you.
Oh, well, I don't know why, because we've not been here before.
No. Do we remind you of somebody?
Jim.
Jim. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this little box on. I'm going to put, there's going to be a little light that shines on it, and we're going to ask you some questions. And I'm just wondering whether you'd be able to answer them for us, please, if possible. If there's anybody with us tonight, my name is Kag. This is my friend Alison here. Could you let us know what your name is, please?
Are you a soldier who is hiding in here? True. So you were a soldier.
Stomach.
I believe there was a lot of soldiers died. We're sorry to hear that.
How many spirits are with us tonight? Can you let me know, please? Is that your start?
That was my stomach. That was my foot.
Do you like it, the fact that your story is told and that you're not forgotten? Okay.
Okay.
Well,
The little things. What about?
He won't leave.
Oh, who won't leave? We won't leave. He won't leave. Oh, who won't leave? Who won't leave?
all right. Ready?
Yep. All right, so if there's any soldiers here tonight, I'll just work books at the same time.
Here.
There are some soldiers here. Well, thank you. I'm just running blocks at the same time, guys.
I.
Wait.
Did you have family that would miss you? I know if my son was at war,
Very angry.
and I learnt that my...
List of whole.
No, that's a bit...
Yes.
And I learnt that my son had been essentially murdered here. I would be devastated. Absolutely devastated. Oh, thank you.
Out.
You know, happy we're in here talking? We're going to go in a minute. Leave you in peace. And Andrew, if you're here, your wife is very, very brave. You're all brave, risking your life to save others. Thank you. Is that you making the lights go off? You didn't have to talk to us. But thank you for
5.
5. You said 5 earlier. You said there was 5 of you here. Is that right? Are you 5 members of the family that are still here?
Bat.
I can hear a bird. Don't know about bat.
Sounds like Beth.
Beth.
4.
Is that Elizabeth? So who are the 5 people here? Is Mary one of them?
Hi.
Hi, who are we talking to? Did you lose any family members in the war? Brothers?
Right.
Right. Did you lose a brother? In fact, I think from what I heard, brothers were fighting.
Body.
Body.
Yeah.
Okay. So is your body still here? Is it out in the cemetery?
All right. It sounds really weird, but it sounds like it says bleed out.
Oh. Okay, at the same time. It's war stuff, but it's more Vietnam.
Die. Yep.
But it's still representing
Freezing.
guns and fighting. Did you lose friends in the war?
Hate. Oh well.
Who do you hate? The people who killed you? The soldiers?
Hell.
It would have been hell. It would have been,
Ow.
it would have been hell just in that hidey hole there. Okay, well we're gonna go. I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you.
Broke.
Can you say goodbye back? No? That's alright. Alright. Goodbye.
Phil.
Okay, Kag, well that's another investigation kicked off the list.
Yes.
Not many to go.
No.
But we are going to pack up now, get ready to go,
Yes.
but not before. What's your stomach? Whoa.
No, it's not. Okay.
That's a lot of sound over there now.
Yeah. And the trip light went off.
We are going to go looking for a Bigfoot because a Bigfoot has been seen outside, aren't we, Kate?
It has. That's
So
7
we
foot.
are going to go and see if we can see a 7-foot Bigfoot with long hair. Don't know, I think we're crazy, but hey, we're game.
We're going to give it a try.
We are. So let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't come back for another episode, you know that we found the Bigfoot and it wasn't happy.
Well, he found us before we could escape.
Exactly. Now we're going to check that noise out too.
Mm.
All right. Bye.
Bye.